Hello everybody. Okay, so I am told this is ready to go. I had a contract number that was not in there, so I'm putting you the time, 10, 12. We'll see how long this takes. So this is ultimately a follow-on comparison of how long does it take to process an order. I now have the order up in QuickBooks. I have the order up over here so we can walk through it. Okay, so here we go. We walk it in for the day. This is the website. It says, hey, you need to renew your life. Are you going to verify this is you? Yeah, this is me. This is the tab you're supposed to go to, this one right here. Again, if somebody knows a better way of doing this, let me know. I would love to just be able to sign directly in. Now we're here. Guess what? Now we got to go to this tab, WMS Web. And that's supposed to then log us straight in. Hey, we're there. Wonderful. Okay, so now we're at the McDonald's kiosk. That's stupid. Whatever. All right, so now at the McDonald's kiosk, we're going to process an order. Oh, we're going to verify our own single address entity, but I'm just going to say, hey, we're there. Okay, so we default in to origin. That was like the old VSM. So I'm going to click over here. We're going to go destination. Yay, we're here. I'm going to do this Control F. Hey, the normal Windows, I did that search. So instead of coming down here and grabbing a filter, I just found it. Okay, here we are. So we're going to go through this. I'm going to click Submit. Okay. This does not contain any hazardous. I'm going to click on Submit. Now we're in the weights and dims part that I understand this to be. We are shipping a quantity of 1 because that's what there was. I'm going to highlight this stuff because, again, walking through it, not sure if this is where this actually is. Weight cannot be empty. I know, I'm putting stuff in here. 5, 2, 2, and the cube auto fits. Okay, so this looks different than the other, but it's similar. Available date. Now type pack. I've gone through this before. I don't understand what the type pack is because it doesn't make any sense. The type pack, I don't know. Is this regarding the bundle, the box? Tell you what, I'm going to put my reference number in there, which is my invoice number. It says that it cannot be empty. Don't know what this is, if this refers to the actual item, because right now we're putting the cubes of the actual item. I guess I'm going to put box, because again, don't know if this is a tube. They don't have tube, so again, this, well, there's tube at the bottom, but again, this is a little interesting because if I'm doing a bottle of pills, it's not a box. So this unit of measure is a little interesting in the type pack because it's just a little interesting. Don't understand. Okay, so we're going to click Submit. Guess what? Now we have to immediately copy this down because this is now going to go to the next screen. Normally at this point in time, in comparison, this is where the label would automatically pop up and be displayed. Nope. This now comes back to, oh, you want to process another label? No, I need to finish processing the one that I just had. Well, guess what? It's supposed to be down here now in this pre-printing destination. Yep, there it is. You select it. You select the carrier. So right now I'm going to have to guess. There's supposed to be some sort of acronym that puts in here. In the old system, the carrier, you could literally click it down. You had a drop down box that allowed you to select a whole bunch of stuff. This doesn't allow for that. And if I'm going to do a combined pack, well, I got to get all my labels, got to get all my stuff, but it's ultimately, it says you got to have something in there. I'm just putting in my MRU label because we're going to have a FedEx label come later. This thing's going to go through and verify if that carrier matches with whatever it's thinking. Now we're waiting. Now my understanding is over here on the side of the screen. Here we go. Now hidden is this little goofy arrow. So if you guys can see this, there's a little goofy arrow over here that's hidden, and you're supposed to then know to select that, and then here's your labels. Your military shipping label and your packing slip. So we're going to select the print button, and we're going to see what happens. This is the MSL. It says I'm supposed to be able to download this, so we're going to wait a second. See if it allows it to download it, which I'm not seeing. I'm also not seeing the packing slip auto put in there, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Not sure why this didn't just show that it was downloaded. I'm not seeing a download. It's supposed to be downloaded. It's not coming, so I'm going to just hit the print. Now we're going to have to just go print it, which, again, that's a problem for the programmers, that their label is not auto downloading. So now I'm going to have to just, now I got to rename this as MSL. Awesome. Okay, so now, since the packing slip didn't come up, I'm going to come back over and I'm going to hit print again. Now I finally get the packing slip by hitting the print button twice. Awesome. Downloading this. It's not downloading, so guess what? Now I have to manually put this together and call it the pack slip, because it doesn't auto download. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to close those out, and now I'm going to come over back to the home page. Hang on. Now I'm going to click back up here to home. Every time you do something, you got to go back to home. Now one other thing that I have to do, if you wanted to reprint, you would have to go back in here to print, reprint, and it should be the very top line in case something had to be reprinted. I'm waiting for it to think. This is what's supposed to happen. I don't know if there's anything happening. It should just automatically put stuff in here. So there we go. If we knew the ship control number, we could put that in there, but apparently that has not. The new one that I am looking for is not there. The ship number is not there. So these are from yesterday, I guess. I'm going to put this back to print. Nothing there. Okay, another lag in the system. Now we got our DD250. Okay, this is supposed to show yeah, I don't know what this is because this doesn't match my ship number. Now you're in the wonderful world of trying to figure out what this is, because I have no idea what this is. This sort of looks like this one, but I'm not sure because the freight order number doesn't match anything that I have. The ship to matches, but I don't know if that is the one that I just did. So a little interesting. We'll click on this one just for the sake of argument, because I truly have no idea what that number is. Because again, it doesn't match. It doesn't match my my ship order number. So tell you what, we're gonna come back over here. We're not gonna do this one. Okay, well that's not there. I don't know what the purchase order number is. Now I'm kind of looking through trying to find this one other item. Now I got TCN. I'm gonna put that in here. See if I can find something. Yeah, it's not finding anything. So let's get rid of these filters. We'll go through this just to see what this is. Not really sure, so hopefully this is the right thing. There's the invoice number. Now what I will tell you is the only thing you're supposed to fill in are these where the red asterisks are. Everything else should be auto-filled. Now I will tell you right now, these two things right here, this is bogus. The administration by and the payment made by, you have to pull up the contract. Note, the old system did not do that. This is a data-driven world, and why we have to go in and manually enter this now is ridiculous. This should automatically be filled in because it's on the freaking contract. Total waste of time. You have the contract number, you have the data, let's go. So now this one, totally different feature from the labels. Now you have to go pull this thing together. Now I'm going to look at it and hope it's the same one. Yep, it looks like it's finally the same one. It gave me different numbers, so I didn't know what was going on. That ship number didn't match up with the number that I copy and pasted, so that's interesting. I'm going to go print this off on my printers. I'll see if this allows me to download. Hey, this allows the download. That's yay. So this did it, but the labels didn't do it. So I saved this so I don't have to go back and get back into the system again. Now you get to go back to the front. We're going to click on this pre-printing just to see if there's anything there. We'll click on the print reprint. Click the go button, see if there's anything there. This shows me this, which not sure what this goes to. Again, these are numbers that don't jive. This ship control number was not a ship control number that I was given. If you guys remember, the ship control number was 4010290329. That was a ship control number. That is not what this is, but that looks like it's going to this place. When I look at the contract, now this requisition number does match, but that's not the ship control number that I was given. So if you wanted to reprint it, that's what you would do there. We're going to go back over to print and see what may still be sitting there. Nothing's there. And now I'm going to log off because I'm done. So I'm logging out, logging out. We'll wait and see. Now we have to close this window. And we come back over here, we log out of this one, log out. And we close this browser. And if we needed to go back in, well, I'm going to log out of this one. This is the login.legacy.dla.mil. So we log out of there. This is where you got to prove yourself several times. So there, we're finally logged out. I get that minimized. Now I get to go back up here, open these labels, and take a look at them. So this label, good thing, now I don't have to crop anything. All I have to do is print it, and I'm going to print it on my thermal. We'll print it there. This one, I'm not sure what it's doing, so I'm going to just print it the way that it is. I don't know if it's what paper size it actually is, but I'm just going to print it for what it is. If I need to crop it, I may just crop it down here at the bottom to make it smaller. Probably a good idea because I can't really see it in its format. So I'm going to crop this one just so for me it shows up in a bigger capacity on the label. And I'll show you the difference here once it's on the thermal. Alright, so there's the MSL. Now there's the packing slip just printed on the thermal, but if I cropped it, then it showed up like this, made it easier to read. I think it's better. Of course, if you're in the warehouse, you probably want to see that more so than this. So now I'm going to put this together because this is being shipped up to Norfolk. They need a couple labels on the package and the item and everything else. I'll print that one more time. I usually print 3, one for the exterior box, one for the item, and one for the box it's in. So kind of an overkill, but now I'm going to close that out. We'll take a look at the time. We're at 12:30. You can compare how fast was the other one compared to this one. Right now you can see the issue is trying to get your labels to pop up. They didn't auto download like they normally would, so that was an issue. So there we go. You saw when we started. Now we're going to end. I'm getting ready to end it right now at 16 minutes at 12:28. All right, hope this helped you. Hope this helps the programmers figure out maybe what they need to make faster, better, or otherwise.